The World Internet Conference is underway in China with delegates from more than 130 countries. Governance and artificial intelligence are two key themes this year. CNA's Yew Guan reports from Wuzhen.
The World Internet Conference is held here at Wuzhen, an ancient water town in Zhejiang province. This beautiful town is a permanent home for the conference every year. It's an inspired choice given that the canals that you see here are connected to the Grand Canal, an ancient waterway that connects Beijing in the north with Hangzhou in the south. It was once an important artery for dynasties in the past, just like the internet is an indispensable artery of our modern world. It's been a decade since the first internet conference was held here, and China faces a very different environment today. The country is facing ongoing US sanctions and restrictions on advanced AI chips. It also faces the prospect of another Trump White House, which, if you recall, began the trade war with China. Tech giants Alibaba and Ant Group are among the sponsors of this year's conference. Compared to the free-for-all spirit 10 years ago, Ant Group has only just emerged a year ago from an 18-month-long regulatory crackdown along with other tech giants Tencent and Baidu. All three companies were fined hundreds of millions of dollars for a list of violations, including failure to follow rules on consumer protection and violating antitrust laws by behaving like monopolies. Governance is a key theme in this year's conference. In a keynote speech, Vice Premier Ding Xuexiang called for better global governance of the internet through multilateral engagements while respecting what he calls each country's digital sovereignty.
完善全球治理，实现网络空间命运与共，坚持真正的多边主义，践行共商共建共享的全球治理观。通过战略沟通增进互信，通过协商对话解决分歧，尊重各国网络主权。 深化全球互联网领域治理合作，增强新兴市场国家和发展中国家的代表性和话语权，推动构建更加公平合理、开放包容、安全稳定、富有生机的、活力的网络空间。
Vice Premier Ding was speaking this morning at the opening ceremony of the conference. He is the first-ranked Vice Premier and the sixth-ranked member of the Politburo Standing Committee of the Communist Party of China. In a further sign of the emphasis that the Chinese government is giving to the conference, today's opening was hosted by none other than China's Minister for Cyberspace Administration. President Xi Jinping, who is in Brazil, also sent a video message.
我们应当把握数字化、网络化、智能化发展大势，把创新作为第一动力，把安全作为底线要求，把普惠作为价值追求，加快推动网络空间创新发展、安全发展。 普惠发展，携手迈进更加美好的数字未来。
It's not without irony that a world conference about the internet is taking place behind the infamous Great Firewall of China, and many of the internet apps our viewers are accustomed to, Google or YouTube for example, would not be connected here without VPN. So much so that organizers issued journalists here special passes like these, right, to allow them to access otherwise blocked sites. That said, China does have its own robust ecosystem of apps, including in recent years a handful of homegrown AI chatbots. China is now widely considered to be far and away the world #2 power in artificial intelligence, just behind the United States, with the rest of the pack far, far away. China publishes more AI papers than any other country in the world, more than the US even, but still lags behind the US in widely cited AI papers. With AI all the rage here, it comes as no surprise that quite a number of forums taking place tomorrow are about AI. Yew Guan, CNA, Wuzhen, Zhejiang, China.